catch 'em all.
So yesterday, I basically ordered this fat original model Xbox 360, and I actually got a pretty good deal on it. It was actually $70 off eBay. Now, I could possibly have gotten screwed anyway or else with this Xbox 360, and the console may actually not work. But I talked to the fella and I double check on a couple of things because usually when I buy stuff off of eBay, I usually contact the seller first, and he looked like he was telling me like the console's in really good condition, and the way that it looks in the photos, it actually looks like it's still working to this day. But I actually got the third gen Xbox 360, the Elite, that came out in 2007, which everybody calls that the third generation because you have the white Pro, and then you have the white Arcade, and then you have the black Elite. So the black Elite is technically the third model, the third gen model of the Xbox 360. So the guy actually was selling it for $70, and with everything that is included, that's actually a pretty good deal. Now, I wasn't going to pay no more than $75 for one of these old school launch Xbox 360 consoles because to me they're really not worth all that much, like for real. Like they're not really worth all that much, like over $75 is what I'm trying to say. Like I do not think that they're worth more than $75 at the most max. Now, if it's a slim or the latest E model 360, then I would say they're probably worth more than that, probably somewhere up to like $100 to $110. But they're not that much worth more money than the old school fat 360s either. They're only worth like $30 more because, I mean, we just got the Xbox Series X, we just got the PlayStation 5. So these old consoles, the pricing is actually not worth that much. $100 is probably 100 or 110 is probably max that I honestly think that like either a PlayStation 3 or an Xbox 360 is really worth, even if you get the latest model with a 500 gigabyte hard drive, which was the largest size that you could ever get on those consoles. Even with those, I still think that they're only worth $100. But like for the launch Xbox 360s, I personally do not think that they're worth more than $75. But I got a good deal, like I said, and mine was actually $70. Now, everything that I get included with this Xbox 360 is I get those back then you had to have these Xbox Live adapters to basically play online. I get one of those. I actually get the best one that I got told a while back before the Xbox One came out. And I got told that one of these that has two antennas is actually better than the ones with just one antenna that you put up. So I got a black Xbox Live adapter coming with it that has two antennas from each end, and I got told that those were actually better than the ones with the one, like I mentioned. Plus, I actually do get one of those keyboards or whatnot that you plug into your controller that makes it a lot easier to type. I actually get one of those that looks like that's leaked on the controller with it, and I have actually never owned one of these at all. So now when I play 360, it's going to be a lot easier to type and a lot much faster. I also get a 120 gigabyte hard drive, which I think that was the most storage that you got or that you would get with a fat Xbox 360. So 120 gigs really, it sounds like it's not a whole lot, but for a 360 or a PlayStation 3 sort of way, it actually sounds like it's a decent amount of storage. With truthfully, with how big that games are on the Xbox 360 and PS3, they're not really that big at all. I mean, you're only talking about anywhere from like a gig to like somewhere around close to 10 gigs is how big that those games are. So 120 gigs, if like say I was to basically download a games, I would be able to hold like somewhere around possibly over 20 some games on that hard drive. And that is not like the 500 gig, the 250 or the 320 gig, where you can hold like, hundreds of games on a 360, but that is still a decent amount of storage for especially an Xbox 360. Now, most games I have right now for the 360 are on discs, so I'm not going to be downloading that much games. I'm only going to be downloading pretty much a few. Now, before, and I want to make this really clear, but before everybody starts, thinking their own ways and being like, well, this guy is he's a poor son of a gun. Before you start blurting out crap like that, I'm going to let you guys know something. I did get an Xbox Series X, and I did get a PlayStation 5 on day one. I got both of those consoles on day one. And second of all, I did secure a PlayStation 4 Pro somewhere within the first year of it coming out back in 2017. And I did manage to secure an Xbox One X within 3 months of it launching. So, yeah. So, you can all say that, like, I'm poor and da-da-da this and da-da-da that just because I wanted to have an old school Xbox 360 and because I still play 360. I still like old games, all right? There's games that I understand that the Xbox One and now especially the Xbox Series X, you can play games backwards compatible from those consoles. But there's a one warning with that. Not every game is fully backwards compatible. Not all the WWE games that I've got, that I've collected over the years when, like back in the early teens of like 2012, 2013, 2014, when we had WWE 13, WWE 2K14, all of that good stuff. Those amazing classic WWE games, you can only play them on the 360 console itself. And the same thing with the PlayStation 3 and some other franchises like the Madden NFL series. You can literally only play those games on the native hardware that they was originally for. Only games like Call of Duty that was really popular, quite a few of the Battlefields, and a couple of the Star Wars games and this and that, and all of that good stuff. You can play those on either the native hardware or the Xbox One or the Xbox Series X. But not all Battlefield games are backwards compatible. You got Battlefield Hardline that ain't backwards compatible, and also Battlefield 4. Now, the reason why I know those games ain't backwards compatible is because you can basically play those and get the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 versions of those games. But still, if you basically had them and you didn't want to go out and rebuy the games again, well, yeah, at least you'll have a 360 to basically replay those, so you don't have to go out and rebuy them. So, yeah. But I am supposed to be getting this Xbox. Either the earliest is going to be sometime tomorrow, probably in the morning. And the latest that I'm probably going to get it is probably going to be Tuesday. I personally either see it being tomorrow or Monday, most likely. Monday is the most likely date that I absolutely do see when the console does come in, but there's a possibility that it might come on Saturday, like the guy that I purchased it from said, because I asked him how long does he think it will take before I get the 360, and he told me that probably Saturday or Monday. He said mainly Monday, but he said it could possibly be as early as Saturday. And he's already shipped it out yesterday when I did buy it. I bought it yesterday morning. He shipped it out within the first hour. So who knows, I might get it tomorrow. But when we do get it, we will do an unboxing video and we'll do a testing out video as well, probably as something like part 2 or something. But other than that, yeah. Or actually, no, we won't have to do a part 2. We could basically just get it ready like that, because I forgot you don't have to log into your online account just to basically play just to play games. You could play offline because that was an offline device. But yeah, I did manage to secure a PS5 and a Series X on day one, and I did manage to secure a PS4 Pro and an Xbox One X within the first year of them being out on the market. So you can basically say all you want, I'm poor this and I'm poor that, but just because you think that, and just because I have the new consoles, it doesn't mean I'm just going to all of a sudden stop playing the amazing old classics. Like, for real. The 360 just turned 15 years old just the other day, and it's still today's my favorite game console of all time. Great games, great library, amazing controller, amazing dashboard, and the final console to just put a disc straight right on in and start the game immediately and don't have to connect to the internet. Like, the 360 is revolutionary, and it's going to be my favorite console until probably the day I die, and I'm sure it's probably a lot of yours favorite console as well, because how freaking amazing and grateful that it was. And there's probably still quite a bit of you out there that probably still have theirs and still get on theirs every once in a while. I'm telling you, Microsoft really did it with the 360 back in 2005. So, yeah. But, like I mentioned, when we do get this console coming in, either tomorrow or Monday most likely, I think the latest is Tuesday, but most likely it's going to be Monday I'm going to get the console in, but who knows, we might get it tomorrow, like I said. But when we do get it, like I said, we'll do the unboxing and we will test the console out. Now, the only reason I wasn't planning on getting another 360 whatsoever, but the way that my entertainment stand is set up, I cannot put a slim where I want to put it, or an E-Model 360, because of the way that my entertainment stand is built and the way that the fan is literally up top on those consoles, and it pushes air going up in the air. So I have to get something like one of those old models to where the air comes out from the back like most of the PlayStation consoles actually do. So that is the reason I got a fat Xbox 360. Like I said, I got a really great deal on it. $70. It comes with the Xbox Live online adapter. It comes with a decent amount of storage, 120 gigabyte. It comes with a controller, but the guy said there is a crack at the bottom, like a little tiny crack, but it's probably not going to be that, big or nothing, because the front of it looks really great. It's still going to be playable. And as well as one of those keyboards that you plug in to your controller, and you can fastly type a lot faster than doing it on the console itself. So $70 and a working console and everything like that included, I think that that was a pretty good deal. So, yeah. But like I said before, all of you go out there and say that I'm poor this, I'm poor that. I did get a Series X, a PS5, a PS4 Pro, and an Xbox One X on day one and within the first year that the mid-gen upgrades launched in. So, yeah. I still like playing on older consoles every once in a while. It's still amazing to go back down memory lane. But I hope you guys enjoy the video. Yeah, hit a like if you enjoy this content. Subscribe for those of you that are new to the channel. Make sure to turn on notifications too, so you don't miss out on any new video in the near future. And also comment down below if you're still a person that still has one of those older Xbox 360 consoles, and if you still play on it, and if it's still really working and still strong, alive to this day. So just comment down in the section down below of your thoughts if you do have one of those older 360s, or if you do have one of the latest models and if it's still working to this day. So just comment down below of your thoughts. Hit a like for those of you that are new. Turn on notifications. And that's pretty much the video that I got for you guys today. And we will see you guys on the next video.